All right, we're on. We're online. Hello, Diego.
Hello, Jaewon.
Hello. So, great to be participating with Moonstake.
Maybe we should introduce ourselves.
That's right. Should we start over?
So I'm Diego, and I am scientific advisor of TZVentures.
Hi, I am Jaewon Lee, director for TZVentures.
Okay. So, Jaewon, let me ask you a couple of questions about TZVentures. Question number one, can you say a couple of words about TZVentures?
Sure. We are an incubator for projects that's going to run on Tezos. You can find us online at TZVentures. We also have a Twitter account, a Facebook, and a LinkedIn. Recently, we did a demo day on July 22nd in Korea for 8 of our startup companies. This was actually a hybrid demo day. People in Korea actually came offline and listened to all the demos, and people abroad hooked us up to Zoom, and they participated, and this was a global event. So a little bit later, I'll share with you some of the firms that we incubated, and that's in our program. But before we do that, I want to make a couple of pointers, what that makes TZVentures different from other blockchain incubators or other incubators in general, is that we try to incubate firms that runs blockchain, but the blockchain is not their main business. So simply put, maybe blockchain can be 5%, 10%, 15% of their business, and they have other businesses that's running. They have a main business that's running, and they want to use blockchain as a database, or they want to use blockchain as a notary function or whatever. So we help those projects because we see that there's a niche market, and those firms have nowhere to go. They do not want to go to a full-fledged blockchain incubator, and some of the traditional VCs or traditional incubators kind of refrain away from blockchain projects, thinking that they cannot handle it. So I think those are the good target firms that we look for, and we have found some good projects. Maybe I'll switch over to a screen and share with you some of the projects that we've gone through. So on July 22nd, we had 8 projects from 8 countries. Alphabetically, CMMC Secure was a cybersecurity firm that has a continuous audit on the blockchain, and we're using the cybersecurity product to go after firms that needs to be audited under the government contracts. Coinless KK is a Japan/UK firm. They do DeFi, and they also do Tezos maker and staker management. Thailand firm Gistix is a logistics firm. They also have trucking optimization, and we are trying to help them put the delivery orders on the blockchain. Met247 is a classic mobile health company operating in Vietnam, and they want to put their medical patient data on the blockchain. And this firm is coming big right now because of COVID-19. A lot of people want to stay home and get medical consultation. Mitzi is a prepaid card system / royalty points system on the blockchain, trying to help restaurants that's in need under the COVID-19 crisis, cash constraints. Half the team is in France, half the team is in Korea. Berlin Planet operates in Korea and Vietnam. They're a AR/VR firm, putting 3D immersive content for everything related to real estate, exhibitions, and shopping industry. And this company also, because of COVID-19, coming up very strong because people do not want to physically go to these places and want to just experience them online or in their stuff. Payment is a Korean company that does e-commerce installments, buy now, pay later projects. That's a very well-known business model all over the world, and obviously they want to put the credit score information on it. And lastly, but not least, SuperTree is a Hong Kong/Korea company. They develop games on blockchain, so they're purely blockchain-based games and currently #1 in the blockchain game industry. And they want to put game items. They want to create a trading platform for game items. So I'm going to go back to our original dialogue status. So that was the 8 of our firms, and we were very privileged to have them. A lot of them, as you have seen, they have main business models and they're only using blockchain on the side. We are looking forward to our next batch. We are currently incubating 8 more firms. Our projected timeline for our next demo day is January or February of 2020. If COVID-19 prolongs like this, we will again have a online demo day. If we have some recovery from COVID-19, we want to have an offline demo day in Singapore because a lot of companies very close to Singapore. So if you know of any projects that I explained above, please come to our website, TZ.Ventures, and people can apply on the website, and we have instructions on how to do so. The application process is very simple. Thank you. So, do you have any questions regarding TZVentures? Did I miss anything?
No, not that I remember.
Okay. So I hope that I differentiated myself from other blockchain incubators or other general incubators. And I think the audience is also interested in how Tezos is different from other blockchains. And I think, Diego, you can explain that really much better. So how is Tezos different from other blockchains?
Okay, so what makes Tezos different is first the fact that it's based on innovation. Tezos was created because Arthur Brightman, its founder, arrived to the conclusion that existing blockchains couldn't innovate because of the way the community was structured. And because of that, he decided to do a new blockchain that removes all these impediments to innovation. Okay? So how those impediments are removed? First, they're removed by what is called governance. Governance is the fact that making a change will not break everything, so people will not have fears to make the change. Okay, when changing your technology impacts the existing businesses, the existing shareholders too much, then they don't want to change because it's risky. So that is, in simple words, what governance is. Another thing that Tezos has done from the beginning is very strong links with the academic community. Tezos has research partnerships with the French Research Institute in Computer Science, the INRIA, with the Spanish Research Institute in Computer Science, works with universities all around the world, and that ensures that Tezos will always have new technology to improve the blockchain. Okay? So I believe that those are the 2 main differentiators from Tezos, from the other blockchains. And I believe that that's what makes it a better platform for supporting real applications, mainstream applications.
Okay. Can I ask a question? Because I get this question a lot. For companies, if they want to use Tezos, a lot of people say it's difficult. What's your reaction towards that?
The truth is that the blockchain space is still very young. And because it's still very young, the tooling is not as mature as you have in web, for instance. So when you want to do a web application, there are plenty of technical resources everywhere. You can very easily find consultants to help you. You can find all type of people from teaching to they completely build the application for you. When you look into blockchains and Tezos in particular, this is not as true. However, there are companies doing consulting on top of Tezos that you can hire. There are companies that will provide help developing applications. And there are companies that will help you train your team in such a way that you can develop the applications if you want. And you will find some material online about how to develop applications. So it's going to be a little bit more difficult than what you may be used with other technologies, but the main components to develop on top of Tezos are there.
Okay. So, and also a lot of people say that Tezos has higher technology compared to other blockchain. What's your reaction towards those comments?
Has better technology?
Or higher technology?
Oh, okay. So Tezos is, among all the blockchains, the first one that is, let's say, scientifically serious. All the other blockchains were a little bit tests that were done, I don't want to say in a garage, but that's a little bit the idea, okay? Those were experiments that were done in a quick and dirty way. Tezos decided to start from scratch, to rethink the whole architecture and to identify what are the best technologies that are needed in order to achieve those results. Okay? And a very important result is security. You do not want to have a blockchain where you lose money all the time. You cannot build a industrial ecosystem on top of a platform that keeps getting hacked all the time. Okay? And because of this strong need for security, Tezos decided to abandon what are more mainstream technologies, and go for the technologies that are a little bit more innovative, a little bit more researched, but that bring higher levels of security, a higher grade of security. Okay? So the technology that is inside of Tezos comes actually from aerospace. So yes, in that sense, it is higher technology than what you would see in normal blockchains. The counterpart of that is that that's what makes the system more secure.
Understood. Do you have any other comments regarding Tezos or its technology? Or maybe you can talk something more about the Tezos Foundation.
So, the Tezos Foundation was created in a couple of years ago. And I was a founding board member of the Tezos Foundation. The reason why it was created is because blockchains, the previous blockchains, the development of these blockchains tended to be very disordered. And when your blockchain, because the blockchain industry is very new, it needs a lot of research and development. And this research and development is not done properly if it's done in a disordered way with short-term requirements. So that's where the idea emerged of creating a foundation. And this foundation, in some sense, would be the organization in charge of jump-starting the Tezos community. Now, the role of the foundation is temporary, okay? The foundation is there to help do research and development, to help identify applications, to help all those companies that want to start using the Tezos platform. in such a way that with time, there is a solid ecosystem that is built around Tezos, and an ecosystem that generates enough profits for this ecosystem to continue investing in the development of Tezos. Okay, so the foundation, the Tezos Foundation, is a jump starter of a healthy, profitable Tezos ecosystem.
All right. So I think that's a very good explanation of Tezos. And I think the audience would have a better understanding of Tezos technology and the Tezos family. Do you have anything to ask lastly?
No, nothing special.
All right, then I guess this will conclude for now. And for those of the people who are more interested in learning more about Tezos, do you have a website to recommend?
So yes, there is a website. So first, if you're interested in Tezos, Google Tezos. You'll find a lot of information online, ranging from education, websites of Tezos companies building on top of Tezos, of the Tezos Foundation, and there are some websites that are websites whose purpose is to guide you a little bit around the Tezos world. Okay, so I like the website that is called Tezos Help, because it shows you a little bit all the projects around Tezos, and it helps you. The website says we help you navigate the world of Tezos.
Okay.
So you'll find there a lot of information, but please search online. There are plenty of communities. There is information on Reddit, on Telegram, on all types of platforms. You'll find the best source of information for you online.
All right. Got it. Well, thank you very much. Stay healthy in this era of COVID-19, and hope that we start traveling soon. All right, Diego. Cheers.
Have a good day.